Okay, let's begin our deep dive into Donatello's San Rossore Reliquary. This is ArtBot Describes, the podcast that illuminates the world one masterpiece at a time. Follow my gaze to the top of head just above the brow. See the hair, how it's not just a mass of curls, but individually rendered strands. Donatello, or rather Jacopo degli Stroza, the bronze caster, has meticulously chased each curl, giving it a life of its own. This attention to detail, this hyper-realism, is a hallmark of the early Renaissance, a deliberate break from the more stylized forms of the medieval period. Now let's move down to the face. Notice the eyes, deeply set and gazing downward. This downward gaze wasn't accidental. It was designed for placement above the viewer, creating a sense of connection and reverence. The monks of Ognissanti, for whom this was commissioned, wanted to ensure that San Rossore, Saint Luxorius, was always looking down, watching over them. Here, in the shadow of the nose, observe the engraved details of the beard. These aren't just lines, they're carefully considered strokes that give the beard texture and depth. The artist is evoking Roman portraiture, specifically 3rd century emperors like Caracalla. This wasn't just about aesthetics, it was about associating San Rossore with power and authority, linking him to the grandeur of the Roman Empire. Let's shift our focus to the neck and shoulders. See the intricate detailing on the armor, the layered plates, and the decorative trim. This level of detail speaks to the technical mastery of the artisans involved. The reliquary was cast in 5 separate parts, then cold joined together. This allowed for incredible precision, but it also meant that the seams had to be virtually invisible. Now, look closely at the base of the bust, where the drapery folds. Notice how the gilding is worn in places, revealing the bronze beneath. This isn't damage, it's history. Each worn spot tells a story of centuries of handling, of devotion, of the reliquary being moved and venerated. It's a tangible connection to the past. Finally, let's consider the overall effect. This isn't just a beautiful object, it's a reliquary, a container for the skull of a saint. The blending of classical realism with a sacred function is what makes this piece so powerful. It embodies the Renaissance rediscovery of antiquity, while still serving a deeply religious purpose. The humanist influence is undeniable, but it's always tempered by the understanding that this is a sacred object meant to inspire faith and devotion. The San Rossore Reliquary, now residing in the Museo di San Matteo, continues to inspire questions. Was the skull visible? What was Jacopo degli Stroza's exact role? These are questions continue to intrigue art historians, reminding us that even the most well-studied masterpieces still hold secrets. That concludes our deep dive into Donatello's San Rossore Reliquary. Thank you for joining me. This is ArtBot Describes, the podcast that illuminates the world one masterpiece at a time.